today?
You know, I really enjoyed that game. That was another step in our fitness level. But very pleased, tactical element of the game. You know, you look at this here. This is maybe a team that we could play this type of team in the qualification phase. They're the champions of the Czech Republic, and you can see why. They get good players, strong on counter-attack and strong defensively. But I thought our rhythm was much better. We got good possession of the ball, good domination of the ball, get into good areas, and then maybe just that final pass, which will come over the course of time, over the pre-season. That'll be there. But in general, the fitness, the work of the players was at a really, really high level, and like I say, it's good to breed that mentality of not conceding. And like I say, if we take a couple of chances, you win the game. But very pleased overall, and played different systems, and it worked well.
There were some tackles going in that you might not normally expect to see in a friendly. One of them, Dedrick Boyata, took the brunt of towards the end of the first half. How is he?
Well, we'll see how he is. Looks like he maybe twisted his knee, but we'll see what comes from that. Yeah, he's just taken a touch and it's got away from him a little bit, and he's come in and the guy's block tackled him. And you're right, there was a few, challenges where they were nipping at the heels of the players, and our players show good discipline even in a friendly game to not react. But we'll see how Dedrick is.
Callum had a great chance, Scott Sinclair had a great chance. Are you confident though that as the days go on and the games progress that these chances will be put away?
Yeah, I think the players have shown that and proven that. But we mustn't forget we're literally just back 2 weeks, and that's for the guys that come in on the Monday. There's some of them are barely back 10 days. And you can't ask them to be, and they won't be. That's the reality of it over the course of this pre-season period. They're not going to be at the really top level of the game, but we find a way to win. That's what's going to be most important. And what we've done, and since we've been out here, is create a mentality, and that was important to us last year, and it remains an important one for us this year as well. Like you say, once the chances open up, they get more fitness, then I'm confident they will score.
We now make the journey back to Glasgow. One final game in the series, of course, in Dublin on Saturday. But how would you assess the last 8 days in Austria and here in the Czech Republic?
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable. We've got in some great work on the field. We've had a couple of workshops off the field where we reflected on what was our strengths from last season, what's going to be the challenges for us, and the players provided some brilliant feedback and really put a focus in on what the forthcoming season will hold for us. We looked at our targets, we looked at our goals, what we want to achieve this season, and coupling that along with the real intensity of the players I've worked with on the pitch, it's been a thoroughly enjoyable experience. We're in a great hotel. Linz was a lovely town, lovely city. Our hotel was great. It's gone really, really smoothly. Our only blip was the bus driver on the way here. We're only 15 minutes from the hotel and he couldn't find the hotel. So, but apart from that, all went well. And obviously we had a commemoration of our former captain in 1888.
Yeah, John Madden.
John Madden, yeah. So that was a nice touch before the game, I thought. And I reminded the players, obviously, before we went out, that the nostalgic reference to the game, and that this is a guy that's walked in their shoes in this country. So overall, great experience for us, worthwhile trip, staff, players, everyone bond together, and we go back in a better place than when we left 8 days ago.
And who knows, we may find ourselves back here in a few weeks.
Could do.
Thanks, Gaffer.
Cheers.